Just
Yes.
yeah, just a really ugly thing to look at.
Though it's not that ugly here, it is definitely a bestial form, of which upon his body are the crowns of the great demon lords.
Yep, that would be the 10 horns, I guess.
And his pride and arrogance, his wish is to destroy the world and make a new one in his image.
Yeah, yeah, there we go. I guess with that final form, they're like, look, we named him Lucimon. We're just gonna stop being subtle here.
Yes, it's just, is Lucifer. What more do you want? And of course, you have his underlings with I'm gonna see if their names have any like biblical meaning real quick. Hold on. Okay. Now I've have the names of all of his basically his kin, but really his underlings is the one of course the most obvious is Beelzebub or
Beelzebub.
Beelzebubmon.
Yes, yeah, that'd be Beelzebub.
Can you tell me anything about him real quickly?
As previously mentioned, Beelzebub is the Lord of the Flies. He is the um he was one of the second he is usually portrayed Lucifer's second in command. If I want to say he was avarice and greed, but I'm not sure.
And here he is listed as gluttony.
No, that was it. The problem is that they with Christianity, while Lucifer is always pride, who everyone else is switches constantly.
Or just back and forth.
Yeah, depending on who you ask. On who you ask.
Gotcha. And does it
Yeah, no. Yeah, Beelzebub is usually gluttony, but he is occasionally greed. But he's occasionally greed. Okay.
now does name perhaps Leviathan or Leviathan sound familiar for envy?
Yes. Leviathan is usually portrayed as a great sea serpent demon, one of the beasts that the Lord fought to bring order from chaos. I mean, I feel like you could have just not created them in the first place, but I'm not God, so yeah, occasionally he is counted among the demon princes, depending on if they decide to use Satan as two different people or if they decide Satan and Lucifer are the same being, which the Bible says they're the same being, so I don't know why sometimes they are portrayed as two different beings.
Hmm. Wrath, demon.
Well, that one, Wrath is usually shown to be, yeah, Daemon can work because occasionally Wrath is considered Satan, but he also could be Behemoth or that is a name I cannot pronounce. That is a lot of E's.
Okay. And next we have Beelzebub. And then was no, sorry. Beelphamon, sloth.
That would be Belphegor, who is another demon prince. Belphegor is he's basically the one that has the big horns and the stingy tail. He's the one that is always sowing discord among humans. He's not very impressive in a fight, but he exists.
So he is basically like a trickster.
Yeah, he's basically the trickster and the one who just kind of hangs back.
Interesting. So, getting these descriptions, I see that the princes are their forms that are stated are pretty much how media just displays Satan whenever they feel like it.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, basically, pretty much all the princes, their physical forms have been either co-opted by Satan or they were once all one the same and then separated. I'm not sure I can't tell you at this very moment which came first. I'd have to do a deep dive.
Greed, Barbamon.
Ah, that would be Barbados. Yeah,
Anything about him?
not really. Barbados has never been a very interesting demon. He is a Duke of Hell. He is a Prince of Hell. He controls animals. He controls like 30 princes, but like his name means bearded. He's not a very impressive demon lord.
Well, I guess they did at least give him that in Digimon. He does indeed have a beard. And finally is one I think I'm somewhat familiar with, Lilithmon.
That would be Lilith, who, interesting fact, she is not originally Lilith
She
as
was
a
from the
concept
Garden
is
of Eve, right? Or something
yeah,
like that?
yes. She is the first wife of Adam, who rebelled against him and was turned into a demon. Interesting fact, she does not appear in the Bible at all. She is wholly created centuries later to by well, I call it biblical fan fiction, but that's not fair. It is spiritology gave her the name Lilith and her backstory to try to make a to try to figure out why the Bible says that God created man and women, and then later says God created woman from man's rib, which, you and I would say that isn't a plot hole. That's literally saying the same thing twice, just the second time in more explanation, but they felt it was contradictory and they made up Lilith to explain.
So a fascinating little
Yeah.
sort of non-canon lore of Lilith, huh?
Yeah, she also interestingly, she is usually depicted as the demon of lust, which means she basically kicked Asmodeus right out of his own throne. Like, hey, yeah, I'm just gonna just scoot over. That's
just
mine now.
just stole and embodied his lore, pretty
Yep.
much.